298 days ago, Jayson Tatum was in the midst of dropping 40 on the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Then the basketball gods decided that was enough, and his Achilles completely popped. Many thought he'd be gone all season. We wouldn't see him again until 2026, 2027. Tonight, a mere 3 days after his 28th birthday, the Celtics franchise is back as number 0. Jayson Tatum will be in the starting lineup as the Celtics have a finals rematch against the Dallas Mavericks and Rookie of the Year candidate and Newport, Maine native Cooper Flagg. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Game Time Boys YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mike Walsh, and I thank you for joining me here for our first live stream since the Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Seahawks, and the less we talk about that, the better. But I want to welcome you all to the first basketball live stream here on the Game Time Boys YouTube channel. We have done football, we have done baseball, we have done hockey, we have never done basketball. And I figured today was the perfect day to do so as the Celtics get their other star back, Jayson Tatum. Not even a full 12 months, only 10 months removed from popping his Achilles in Madison Square Garden. He is back at TD Garden tonight in the starting lineup, along with Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, and Neemias Queta. And this should be a very interesting one. So, I want to welcome you all to the Game Time Boys YouTube channel and hope you will join us for a very exciting night in the NBA. So, want to welcome all of you who are joining us here on a Friday night as the Celtics continue. They are currently 20 games or around 20 games above 500 and are exceeding very much the expectations that many had for them. I believe still currently second in the East behind the surprisingly huge leaders and number 1 team in the Eastern Conference, the Detroit Pistons, behind, ironically, former Oklahoma State standout Cade Cunningham. And the Celtics are about 4 or 5 games behind them, sitting in the second spot. Meanwhile, the Dallas Mavericks are in the middle of a tank year and are currently on a 5-game losing streak, but have their franchise cornerstone intact as Cooper Flagg, the Maine native, will be getting in action here against a team that he grew up idolizing. So it is very, very interesting, and I will say this, it has been a while since I have posted really pretty much anything on the Game Time Boys YouTube channel. I posted a video not too long ago called A Crazy Situation. I did 6 broadcasts in 8 days a little while ago, and it seemed like I was broadcasting all over the place. And then I did one game that was not live streamed. It was a tournament game, Malden Catholic Girls versus Beverly High School. That one went through 3 regular periods and then 3 overtimes and ended up in a shootout. But that one was recorded, and for some reason I can't find the live stream link for that. So was not able to post that. The other thing was, is if you couldn't tell, I was getting over a little bit of a bug, that little winter bug that most people deal with. I was still kind of getting over that one. And after all the games that I had done, got a little bit of a break, so hadn't really had a chance to do so. So I decided tonight I get a chance to get back in the swing of things and live stream for you guys here on the Game Time Boys YouTube channel. So if you have not done so already, you can leave your thoughts, comments, questions, anything you want, within reason, I should say. Let's not get anything wrong, but leave something in the chat, and interact with all of us as best as you can, as I'm actually going to move you guys over here, so that way I can get my scoreboard. By the way, Scoreboard will be up here, and bottom ticker will tell you guys everything you need to know about tonight's game. And if this is your first time here on a Game Time Voice YouTube channel live stream, I am not going to be showing any of the game. I am not going to be having any of the commentary in the background because I'm not trying to get copyright strike. So you will see me more than you will see the game. So if you would rather watch the game and hear my voice, put the game on. It is on, I believe, either ESPN or NBC Sports Boston, whatever channel that is. Double check. And then once you get it, mute your TV and then put on the live stream, and you got me for the rest of it. I could also, just a little bit of a warning for you guys. I cannot promise that my showing and my viewing of the game will be sort of along the same frame as you. I might be a little bit behind, might be a little bit ahead, so just a little bit of a warning for that. Also, want to give a shout out to my amazing family, as I got a great new Celtics jersey for, actually, this was a Christmas gift. And it is signed by none other than the man who I share a last name with, Jordan Walsh, who is currently in, I want to make sure I get this right, his third year with the Celtics, and this is a signed Jordan Walsh jersey. So, man whose last name I happily share. I will have to see if I can take a look and see if there's any relation. It would be hysterical if there was. But repping this, ironically, I gotta double check something because I want to make sure, I want to see if this, because this would be hilarious if it was. But let me see what. Yeah, here we go. I want to see if I can. Booey. I thought it would be funny that they were actually wearing the black with the green letters and everything else, but tonight they're wearing the green with the white lettered jerseys. So, unfortunately, not the one that I'm wearing, but it is still very good. And if you guys have not done so already, we just recently hit 50 subscribers here on the Game Time Voice YouTube channel. So I appreciate you guys getting me up to that. I am trying to hit 100 before the end of the year. So if you guys could do this, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So again, we hit 50 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. And we are trying to get to 100. 100 is sort of the reaching, like might be reaching with 100 by the end of 2026. The realistic goal, if we can get to 75, no way. Jordan Walsh has a Jordan Walsh birthday. Oh my god, so he shares the same birthday as Jayson Tatum. Jordan Walsh. That is hilarious. I'll ignore the fact that I was already 5 years old when he was born. But we'll let that one slide. They are currently showing an amazing tribute video. And I'm gonna see, well, not a tribute, but they're about to introduce the starting lineups on the broadcast. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna put it on for just a sec, and if I get copyright stricken, so what? I just want to hear this because it's awesome. The ovation that's gonna be is gonna be absolutely crazy. So the Celtics starting lineup is number 30, Sam Hauser, who is currently in his 5th year out of Virginia. Neemias Queta, his 5th year out of Utah State. Derek White, who is in his 9th year out of Colorado. Jaylen Brown, his 10th year out of Cal. And it was a loud one. Um, Jason, welcome back. So I gave you the Celtics starting lineup. Mavericks will go with Max Christie, Cooper Flagg, Chris Middleton, PJ Washington, and Dwight Powell. Starting five for Jason Kidd and Dallas Mavericks. And we are almost set for tip-off at TD Garden. Now, Celtics are wearing, like I said, the green with the white letters. But this jersey right here, ironically enough, um, was worn by Jason's son, Deuce Tatum. Has got the black and the green jersey on. So if I couldn't get that one, I got the next big rock star, which was just in time. So it's weird. I think we kind of like all of the stories surrounding JT. We thought like they talked about him coming back, and we talked about it and talked about it, but I don't think we ever really expected it. Funny enough, um, and funny enough, they just put up the health report. They just put up the health report for the Celtics, and the only person who's not dressed tonight is Jordan Walsh with an illness. That is hilarious. All right. So they get JT back, but ironically, the guy I'm wearing a jersey of is not playing. So that is hilarious. But again, I want to welcome everybody joining us. And if you've not done so already, leave a like, subscribe down below, and leave some comments in the chat. As we are almost set for tip off. I believe it's 12-minute quarters, and if I'm wrong, let me know. And tip off controlled by the Celtics, and we are underway. And Jayson Tatum with his first touch. Gonna swing it over to Sam Hauser. Hauser, three in the air, short. Rebound, kept alive by Jaylen Brown. Gonna go up top to Hauser, back over for JT. Tatum, gonna drive, fall away jumper, first shot, back rim, no good. Rebound controlled by the Mavericks. Cooper Flagg, looking to drive on Sam Hauser. And he's going to put it up top to Max Christie. That one's stolen away for a moment. Hauser hits the deck. Flagg recovers. Chris Middleton steps in. Three in the air. In and out. Rebound to Miasketa. Tatum with the rebound. Over for Sam Hauser. Hauser, corner three. Back rims it. Miasketa with a rip and a rebound. Hauser, over. Derek White, corner three. That one hit the top of the backboard and then grazed off the rim. So both teams coming out firing and missing. This one swung over Cooper Flagg. Bounce past Dwight Powell. Stumbles and loses it. Derek White picks it up. White over for Jaylen Brown. Working against Chris Middleton. Drives. Steps back. Takes a bump. Fall away jumper. Side rim. Dwight Powell with the rebound. Dallas 0 for 1. Celtics 0 for 5. Christie. Elbow jumper. Back rims it. Both teams struggling to find their rhythm right now. Brown. Gives it to Keita. Swings it over for JT. Lob. And Miasketa with a jam. Celtics strike first. On a nice feed. So Tatum with the first assist and Keita with the first 2 points. Flagg, elbow jumper. Off the back rim and almost tipped in by Miasketa. And he'll get it to Tatum. Tatum. Step back. Bounce pass. Keita. got blocked. I thought it was a foul, but nothing doing. Christie over Powell. Powell swings it back out. PJ Washington Jr. over for Flagg. 14 on the shot clock. Christie thought about a three. Now he's going to dribble up to the left. He's go working against Derek White. Christie steps to his left. Three in the air, in and out. And Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Dallas 0 for 4. Celtics 1 for 7. White swings it over for Tatum. Back for White over in the corner. They're going to play a little pick and roll game. Derek White, deep three, short rim. And PJ Washington Jr. with the rebound. Flagg, mismatch against D. White, and he scores. And Dallas with its first 2 points of the night. Derek White brings it up. Tatum catches it. Lob past Keita and a block, but no, they're going to call a foul on Cooper Flagg with 8:44 left in the first. So that'll be the first foul of the game, and the Newport, Maine native Cooper Flagg will get the first one. And it will send Neemias Queta to the line. First free throw, short rims it, and bounces on the backboard and out. Neemias is 7 foot 260. Averaging 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block this year. And he rims out both. And Flagg will bring it up. Flagg drives in, and he's going to get a foul called. So that one's going to go against Keita. So Flagg will get his foul on Keita back the other way, and he'll head to the line. And Flagg comes up holding his ankle. And Jason Kidd, I think, is going to burn a timeout to get Cooper Flagg looked at, and he is hobbling off. So 8:34 left in the first, and both teams tied at 2 as we get our first break. And now they're showing, I believe, a commercial of Jayson Tatum's documentary that he was about to come out with. Actually, it was a Jordan brand. It was a Jordan brand commercial. Also, just letting you guys know, I don't know if will have any more commentary highlights coming out. At least for the spring season. We are currently in the final 4 of state tournaments for the winter season, and all of those are broadcast on the NFHS network. I will be broadcasting one on on Sunday at 4:30. Methuen/Tewksbury girls against St. Mary's of Lynn in the girls Division 1 bracket and the Frozen Four. And NFHS Network, it is a subscription base, so if you want to watch that game and listen to my commentary, you do have to pay a subscription. The other thing is that even if you do, I think you have to actually buy the live stream in order to get it. I'm going to double check and see if I'm able to get it for free. I'm going to see and talk with some of my producers and see that. But if I can't, that means that we will probably not have any more commentary highlights, at least for the winter season. What happens in the spring, I don't know. I didn't really see much action in the spring. So more than likely, the next commentary video to come out will probably be my best of the winter sports season. So stay tuned for that. But again, I will be back on commentary on Sunday at 4:30 at the Chelmsford Forum for the Girls Division I Final Four between Bethune and Tewksbury and St. Mary's of Lynn. So very excited to be doing that. So we are currently at a very low scoring game right now. As both teams are struggling. Celtics, I think, 1 of 8. Mavericks are 1 of 5, I want to say. Oh, thanks to my dad for the stat. Lowest scoring quarter by 2 teams combined is 15, and we are currently at 5 as Cooper Flagg makes the first of 2 free throws. And he makes them both. So the Mavericks now with a 4-2 lead. Tatum has got an assist already tonight. Moves it over. Jaylen Brown, wide open wing 3. Got it. JB with his first bucket of the night. And the Celtics are up 5-4. Dwight Powell. Gonna leave it for Max Christie. Christie tried to lob it for Powell, but Keita stayed home. Up top, Cooper Flagg, straight on 3, short rims it. Tatum with the rebound. Move it over to Jaylen Brown. Brown, crossover. Leaves it for Keita. Keita, left-handed hook, got it. Nice move there by the big man. We're up to 11. As now the scoring has accentuated. And we're going to get a 3-second call here against the Celtics. 7:42 left. It's going to be a technical foul. Not against anybody. And Chris Middleton will shoot the technical. And he drills it. So 7-5. As we are currently at 12. So in the span of a minute, we've gone from 5 or 6 to about 12 and make that 14 as Chris Middleton adds a jumper. We are tied at 7. Up top, Derek White moves it over. Jaylen Brown in the corner. PJ Washington Jr. on him. Fadeaway 3. Rebound taken there by the Mavericks. And Cooper Flagg picks it up. Over to Chris Middleton. Middleton. Floater. Rims around. Tip does not go, as that tip was from Musa Sisi. Derek White. Over for JT. First 3-pointer. Well short. Doesn't have that bounce yet. Flagg. Corner for Christie. Christie lobs it up top. Stolen away by Jaylen Brown. And that Brown has it stolen away from him. Cooper Flagg gets it. Flagg drives in on Sam Hauser. Runner doesn't go. Tip doesn't go by PJ Washington. And Chrissy is there for the putback. 9-7. The Mavericks lead. Derek White. A little runner is short, but then gets a friendly roll. 9s for each team. Max Christie drives in, and that one knocked off his hands, and will be Celtics ball. 6:08 left. And I believe we're going to get some substitutions here. Peyton Pritchard and I believe Nikola Vucevic will come on, and Jayson Tatum and I believe Derek White will come off. So Tatum gets his first rest. Actually, it's a host of players. Vucevic, Pritchard, And Hugo Gonzalez getting their first action as Kada, actually Barely Shireman as well. So Pritchard on the drive, blocked there by Chrissy. Cooper Flagg being guarded by Gonzalez. And Chris Mills is stolen away by Pritchard. Pritchard going to pull out, going to leave it for Brown. Corner, Hugo. Baylor Shireman, lefty gets a three, and he's got it. Celtics up 12-9. Celtics 2 for 8 on three-pointers already. Dallas 0 for 3. Flag up top over P.J. Washington Jr. working against Jaylen Brown. Stops, floater, in and out. Got messed with by Nikola Vucevic. And Jaylen Brown has it. Going to work against Flagg. Step back, three in the air, off the rim. Taken down by Chris Middleton. Long outlet pass. Cooper Flagg tracks it down, and he scores on a beautiful pass there by Chris Middleton. Pritchard brings it up. Up top for Vucevic. Back for Pritchard. Payton tried to get it to Vucevic, and now we'll get it on the lob. Vucevic. Back up top for Pritchard. Pritchard working against P.J. Washington Jr. Dribbled himself into danger and coughed it up. Mavericks back the other way here. Drive, a shot, and a score there. As making that shot is Najee Marshall. And 13-12, the Mavericks lead. And Joe Mazzulla is going to take a timeout. I think each team has burned a timeout so far. We'll double check that when they come back from break. But so Jayson Tatum. Gotta check the box score. Just want to double check this. Jayson Tatum, his first game back, has played 6 minutes, 0 for 2, but 2 rebounds and 2 assists. So looking for his first basket, but has got 2 rebounds and 2 assists. So find other ways to do it. See how long Jayson Tatum will play. Don't really know how much they're going to have Tatum play. Let's see if they announce that. I'm going to be looking that up. Yep. Available. Is Jayson Tatum on a minutes restriction? It is. And so he will be on a minutes restriction. Has not been established as to how long that will be. Joe Mazzulla, not exactly the most revealing person. But I want to thank all of you guys joining us here on the Game Time Boys YouTube channel. So we've already had 17 people join us already, including 4 joining us live right now. I want to thank all of you guys for doing that. So we have 421. .421 left in the first quarter. And the Celtics down 1 to the Mavericks. Luka Garza looks like he's going to be checking into the game. for the Celtics. Cooper Flagg, the Maine native, averaged 20.6 rebounds and 4 assists so far this year. We are back to live action. Jaylen Brown comes off a screen, working against Caleb Martin. Step back, short. Garza with the rebound. Peyton Pritchard working against Klay Thompson, the former Golden State Warrior. Ball swung over, and that one knocked away. It's 3:57 and 5 seconds on the shot clock. Peyton Pritchard drives, scoop, but we're going to get a foul. Called here against the Mavericks, I believe, with 3:55. And now the shot clock will reset to 14. Brown inbounds it to Garza. Over to Pritchard. Pritchard over for Hugo. Gonzalez drives, floater, left hand, doesn't go. Luka Garza fighting for the rebound. Ball pops loose, and the Mavericks come away with it. Then we get a stoppage. I think they got, I don't know what they got, but Dallas 5 for 17, Celtics 5 for 18, and a low-scoring first quarter. Klay Thompson off a screen, elbow jumper, good. That stroke is still pure as anything. 4-time champion with the Warriors as Jaylen Brown has it knocked away, and it's going to be Mavericks ball with 3:23 left. Celtics with 4 turnovers already, and the Mavericks with 2. This one swung over, and it's going to be a foul, I think, on the Celtics. I believe it's going to be against Baylor Shireman, who stuck the arm in on Brandon Williams. So 3:13 left in the first quarter. And Williams for 2 at the free throw line with the Mavericks up 3. Williams with his first free throw right down the middle. Mavericks were underdogs by 15 points tonight. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to spoil this one. As the second free throw is good. So the Mavericks have an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Garza almost had it stripped, gets it to Pritchard. Pritchard over for Garza. Garza takes it in and scores. Puts an end to that run. Might have taken a couple extra steps in the process, but what is traveling nowadays? Klay Thompson almost had it stripped by Derek White. Gives over Powell. Back for Thompson. 3 in the air. Got it. But no, they're not going to call it, as is an offensive foul, as Derek White got clocked on a screen from Powell. So Celtics will bring it up, down 3. Pritchard gets it back from Garza. Pritchard turns the corner, pump fakes, and scores. Nice job by Peyton. Celtics now down 1. It is 17-16. Thompson, another 3 in the air, off. Rebound Hugo, gets over to Pritchard. Pritchard, change of direction. Over for Derek White. Corner, Hugo, 3. No, Shireman could get the rebound. Mavericks pushing the other way. Williams gets it blocked by Hugo. Pritchard back the other way. Shireman thought about the three. Gets it over. Derek White, wide open trail three. Splash! Celtics with the lead, 19-17. Mavericks coming back the other way as a floater is good by Najee Marshall. We got a tie ball game at 19. Pritchard with a three-pointer. That one's short. Tipped off the rim. Luka Garza with the rebound and the score. 21-19, the Celtics advantage. Brandon Williams. Step back. Thought about a three. Now we'll hand it over to Marshall. Pass picked off. Here comes Derek White back the other way. Pritchard. Three-pointer. Grazed the side of the rim, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball with 1:06 left. Hugo denied Brandon Williams. Hugo is a very good player. Here comes Marshall. Had it blocked by Luka. Now Williams with the shot. No basket, as it's going to be a foul against the Mavericks. With 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Celtics with 4 blocks already. Dallas with 2. Each team without has used one of their timeouts. Derek White looking for some space. Gets a screen from Garza. White into the paint. Fall away jumper short. Mavericks with the rebound. Looking to push. Can they get a 2-for-1? Thompson. Sidestep. 3 in the air. Splash. That thing is filthy. Still got the stroke. Celtics will hold for 1 as there's about a 1-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. White, looking for a screen, gives it to Pritchard. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Pritchard up top. Luka Garza for 3 off the rim. Pritchard trying to fight for the rebound, gets it up, and does it count? Yes, it does. Peyton Pritchard again at the end of quarters. And the Celtics will take a 1-point lead into the second quarter, 23-22. Jayson Tatum, no baskets, but 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And the Celtics up 1. Taking a look at the box score here at the end of 1. Mavericks' high point total is Klay Thompson, 2 for 3, including 1 for 2 on threes. For the Celtics, it's Derek White, who's 2 for 5 and 1 for 3 from deep. Luka Garza, Peyton Pritchard, and Neemias Queta, both with 4 points, and Baylor Shireman with 3. Jaylen Brown also with 3, but he's 1 for 5. So Tatum 2 rebounds, 2 assists in 6 minutes. Now ESPN's box score hasn't updated. So I don't know if that shot at the end of the quarter counted, but either way, we're going to head to the second quarter. So I'll keep an eye on that when we come back. Yet, if you are just joining us, I want to welcome you inside the Game Time Boys YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mike Walsh. And I want to thank you for joining me here for our first ever basketball live stream here on the Game Time Boys YouTube channel. As we figured, is probably the best time than anything to do it with the return of the Celtics franchise star, Jayson Tatum. Again, we hit 50 subscribers recently, so I want to thank all of you guys for joining us. Realistic goal, trying to get to 75 by the end of 2026. If we can get to 100, that would be awesome, but more realistically, we're trying to get to 75, but if we can get to 100, by all means, would like you guys to do so. If you are already subscribed to the Game Time Voice YouTube channel, share the channel, share this live stream. Share the channel, share the live stream, share anything you can involving the channel. Also, if you haven't done so already, follow me on Instagram at Game Time Voice. That is where any posts about videos or anything else is on. So if you're wondering when a new video comes out, make sure you add that notification bell so you don't miss out on when new videos are posted. They did take, yeah, they're showing it to me. Yeah. Yep, ball was still in Peyton Pritchard's hands, so the Celtics will be down 22-21 to start the second quarter. Dallas 1 for 5 on threes in that first quarter, and the Celtics 3 for 14. Mavericks will start with the ball in the second half. Brandon Williams drives. That one erased by Keita. And we're going to get a foul, and it might be on Keita. So that might be his second. I don't know how it is if he gets tripped. So the Mavericks get 2 from the line, and Brandon Williams makes the first. Jayson Tatum and Sam Hauser back in. Brandon Williams in his third year out of Arizona. Former Wildcat. Misses the second. Fight for the rebound. And Martin comes away with it. Klay Thompson fadeaway 3. That one off the rim. And Peyton Pritchard comes away with it. So I forgot to start the clock. Derek White. Sweep pass. Tatum. Extra pass. Hauser. Corner 3. Splash. 24-23. Celtics lead. 8 assists for the Celtics. 4 for the Mavericks so far. Thompson. 3. Short. Rebound Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard gives to Tatum. Tatum. 3-pointer. Short. Tatum just trying to find his legs right now. Pass over for Caleb Martin. Drives in on Keita and scores. Mavericks back up 2. Derek White gives it. Tatum. Working against Chrissy. 3-pointer off the side of the rim. You can tell the rust is there for JT. Martin on the drive, working against Keita. And I believe we got something illegal. What? I have no idea. Either way, Celtics will get the ball back. Derek White will bring it up. And Nikola Vucevic, a right finger fracture, will not return. So Celtics down a big. Hauser, corner. Derek White, pump fakes, drives, leaves it. Keita might have gotten away with the walk there. And it's going to be Mavericks ball. 10:14 left in the second. Just letting the clock dwindle down a little bit because I want to get back on track with you guys. As Max Christie is back in the game. Christie drives on Sam Hauser, takes it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Sam down in his stance. Christie gives it up. Marshall drives, floater, bounced around the rim and out. Peyton Pritchard brings it up, working against Martin. Shakes him away. Tatum, swing pass, Derek White, corner, Hauser, fakes, fires, corner three, short. Keita, big offensive rebound. Keita, spin move, hook shot, good. Nimi has played awesome all year and has gotten some starting minutes. Caleb Martin, step back jumper, got it. So we go back and forth here in the second quarter. Tatum, off a screen, drives the lane in. Oh, he tried to dunk it and he came up short. Again, just getting back, getting his legs underneath him. And you can tell he is rusty. I think we're going to get a timeout with 8:59 left in the second quarter. Nice change of direction. Tatum went up and he just left it on the rim. Yep, so Vucevic, a fractured right ring finger. Not going to return. That's not what you need if you're the Celtics. So, see Jayson Tatum's stat so far is, yes, that was the Celtics that took a timeout. So, 5 remaining. Tatum's numbers updated. 0 for 5 and 0 for 3, but has 2 rebounds and 3 assists. So Vucevic played 2 minutes before he fractured his ring finger. And Celtics down 3. Again, the Mavericks came in 21-41. And currently sit 27 games back at the top spot in the Western Conference and 9 games out of a play-in spot. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Celtics, they currently sit second in the East, 20 games over 500 and 4.5 back of the Detroit Pistons, 45-16. Celtics have a 1.5 game lead on third place in New York. The Knicks, that is. Celtics have pretty much identical records home and away, 20-10 at home and 21-11 on the road. So 29-26 and 8:59 left. In the second quarter. So they are currently interviewing Drew Hanlen's trainer. Jayson Tatum's trainer, I should say, on NBC Sports Boston. We are back underway. Derek White swings it over for Luka Garza. Hauser gets it back. Wasn't expecting it. Somehow it doesn't go out of bounds. White gets a screen from JT. And it's going to be a moving one. I believe that's the first foul on Jayson. Mavericks bring it back up. Brandon Williams swings at PJ Washington Jr. straight on three. Misses everything but the backboard. Derek White brings it up. Gets a screen from Garza. Garza. Handoff. Jaylen Brown thought about a three. Up fakes it. Now drives. Will pull it back. Work it gets Powell. Brown. Corner. Tatum. Extra feed. Derek White. Three. Got it. Tied at 29. Celtics 5 for 19. Mavericks 1 for 8 in terms of three balls. Williams looks to answer off. Tatum with a big rebound. He skies for that one. White on the outlet. Euro step. Layup. Good. JT has not scored, but he has contributed in other ways so far. That's all you could ask for out of him. 10 assists for the Celtics, 5 for the Mavericks. PJ Washington Jr. drives, finds Powell. And Powell will get a foul call. No pun intended. As I believe it's going to be on Derek White. Could be wrong. As we said, White with a very nice Euro step. That is not a travel. That's a simple 1-2 and up. As Powell's first free throw is good. 31-30. As Cooper Flagg comes back in for head coach Jason Kidd. Powell's second free throw is good, and we are tied at 31. Celtics will bring it back up. Derek White try to get loose for a screen. Tatum has it, gives it up. Jaylen Brown off the screen, three in the air, halfway down, but rattles out. This one pushed up. Here comes Najee Marshall. Up top, Cooper Flagg, three in the air, short. Derek White will bring it up. Pass across. Tatum off a Garza screen. Elbow jumper. Short again. JT just got to find his legs. He's coming up short. He's working against Cooper Flagg. Flagg off the rim. No. Powell with an offensive rebound. Drive and score there. Nicely done by Najee Marshall. Mavericks back up 2. Jaylen Brown working against Max Christie. Back up top, Derek White, 3 short. And PJ Washington's going to get a foul called against him as he threw down Luka Garza. And it's hard to do that. As Tatum will get a seat. I think if you can get some scoring out of JT, you're not asking him to go Game 7 against Philly tonight, but it's like whatever you can get out of him. Jaylen Brown has it up top. Drives by PJ Washington Jr. Stops up top. Luka Garza, 3 in the air. Got it. Celtics back up 1, 34-33. 6:09 left in the second quarter. Cooper Flagg around the screen. Floats it up. Chrissy able to get it and put it up and in. Musa Cisse, actually, I believe it's Cisse, as Garza takes another 3, that one halfway down. So Musa Cisse, PJ Washington Jr., step back 3, got it. Mavericks open up a 4-point lead. Pritchard gets a screen from Brown. Pritchard plays catch with Garza. Pritchard around the screen. Corner, Hugo. Pritchard, 3 in the air. Got it. Deep 3 from Peyton Pritchard. Celtics down 1, 38-37. Dallas bench outscoring the Celtics bench 24-15. Washington gets a rebound. Christie for 3. Got it. Mavericks back up 4, 41-37. Pritchard gets another screen. Gets into another 3. That one hit the back rim. Garza fights for it. Gets it back from Jaylen Brown. Garza, another 3. Got it again. Luka for 3. Not the right one the Mavericks want. Flagg. Floater. Got it. I got hit as well. This kid is good. Brown working against PJ Washington Jr. Drives, stops, up top. Garza, can he hit another one? That one's short. Chris Middleton going to fight for a rebound, and it is Celtics ball. I thought it was Celtics ball. No, it's Mavericks ball. (43-40) Mavericks lead. And Shireman's going to get a foul called against him with 4:10 left. Dwight Powell will come back in. Cisse will go out. (17 seconds on the shot clock. Flagg comes off a screen, drives into Luka Garza. No good. Shireman with the rebound. Celtics looking to push. Jaylen Brown changes speed, drives in, gets a foul called, and he'll go to the line. Foul will go against PJ Washington Jr. Jaylen Brown, only 3 points so far. He's 1 for 6, but he does have 3 assists as well. First free throw, rims out. I will always remember my aunt. Shout out to my aunt Rose, who I believe is still watching. We have a March Madness bracket that we do every year in my family, which allows all of my somewhat casual family members who are, casual sports fans to have a sort of a rooting interest. I'll never forget my aunt in the national championship game when Florida was playing just text me out of nowhere and just being like, I am sick and tired of how many people miss free throws nowadays. And she's absolutely right. Missing free throws is an epidemic right now in all levels of basketball. Brown goes 1 for 2 at the line. Celtics down 2, so we get a look at Kyrie Irving, former Celtic, out for the season with a ACL tear. As Marshall drives in on Queta, trying to get him to bite, doesn't. Flagg turns the corner, drops it up for Marshall. Marshall spins and gets it over Queta for an absolutely tough finish. Jaylen Brown stumbles through the paint, kick out. Hugo Gonzalez, 3 in the corner, got it. 45-44, Mavericks lead. Flagg. PJ Washington 3 comes off of Hugo. And it's going to be Mavericks ball. 3:04 left. (14 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound to PJ Washington Jr. Christie. Over for Flagg. Working against Baylor Shireman. 8 on the shot clock. Flagg. Again. Now corner 3 by the Mavericks. Got it. Marshall. Mavericks back up 4. 48-44. Najee Marshall. 13 points on 6 for 8 shooting. Jaylen Brown in the paint. Got it and 1. (48-46). And we will get a timeout. Jaylen Brown will have a free throw when we come back from said timeout. And it is a Mavericks timeout. How many timeouts do they have left? Celtics, each team has used 2 timeouts. Each with 5 remaining. Another thing I have not had a chance to address on this channel that I saw coming. Well, first off, let me say this. I have not had the chance to say congratulations to the U.S. women's and men's hockey teams who won gold in the Milan Olympics. Shout out especially to Boston Fleet captain Megan Keller, who's back with the Fleet as they resume their season. Got the overtime goal for the women in the gold medal game against Canada. For the men, shout out to Jack Hughes, who I believe is a Michigan Wolverine. I want to double check that. Jack Hughes. No way. Are you kidding me? Jack Hughes is an American professional ice hockey player. Is a center for the. Hughes was drafted first overall by the Devils in, let's see, playing career. Minor junior career. Okay. Hughes signed a. Oh, so he's selected. Jack Hughes. College hockey. Did Jack Hughes play college? Where did Jack Hughes? What was Jack Hughes? He joined. Okay, he did play for the U.S. National Team Development Program. No, he did not play college hockey. He went straight to the NHL. Huh? You learn something new every day. But shout out to him, as well as former UMass Lowell hockey standout Connor Hellebuck, who had some great saves in the gold medal game. And also shout out to all the absolute people that have nothing better to do with their lives and tried to pit both men's and women's teams against each other and said that they don't support one another. Because you obviously did not see the Kachucks and the Hughes brothers at the women's games and the women's team at the men's games, as they were trying to throw them off because of the visit to the White House and the politics and the call from the presidents and the celebrations. Enough. Why can't we have something fun in sports without political aspirations ruining it? So Jayson Tatum, 11 minutes so far, 5 points, 3 assists. Jaylen Brown with his and 1 free throw. Got it, actually. So it's 47 now for the Celtics. Yeah, people are just silly. Dallas currently shooting 10 for 20 right now. As Chris Middleton picks it up. Middleton, step back over Jayson Tatum. Got it, and a foul. Middleton had a step back, and Tatum got him on the wrist. So Middleton with his and one free throw. Got it. Mavericks back up 4. Celtics just can't close the gap from 4. They're currently shooting 9 for 19. Jaylen Brown off a screen. Over Peyton Pritchard. 3 in the air. Back rims it. Cooper Flagg. Leaves it off for Middleton. Over for PJ Washington Jr. Drives. Scoop layup. Doesn't go. Jaylen Brown has it. Brown driving. Steps around Chris Middleton. Nice reverse layup. Good. Christie working against Pritchard. Gets a screen from Middleton. Middleton. Going to work against? No, he's going to hand it over. Marshall. Now back from Middleton. Working against Peyton Pritchard. Shoots right over the top of him, but off the rim. Brown has it. Working against Marshall. Drives by and gets tripped up, and he'll get some free throws, I believe. Could be wrong. Actually, Jaylen might have gotten away with that one. No, he's going to get 2 free throws. Never mind. First free throw for Jaylen Brown. Got it. Celtics high scorers, Derek White and Luka Garza, both with 10 points. High scorer for the Mavericks is Najee Marshall with 13, Cooper Flagg with 8. Brown second free throw, back rims it. Derek White comes out of the pack with it. No, he almost had it. Now he gets it back. Swings it over. Pritchard, 3 in the air, off the rim. No, Tatum with the putback. That's how you get your first bucket. Flagg was trying to answer, and he does with a floater over Keita. Pritchard drives, kicks, Tatum, step back, 3-pointer. Got it! JT's now hot. Last 2. And TD Garden has erupted. Middleton, Marshall. Gonna work against Derek White. Spins off him. Gets blocked from behind by Pritchard. Up top, Flagg. Off the side rim. Celtics will look to go quick and they get a 2 for 1. Derek White drives and he dunks it. And 1. As it was a 3 from Peyton Pritchard and Tatum with a put-back dunk. And then Pritchard finds him, pump fake, step back, 3 in the air, splash. 28.9 left. Jayson Tatum with 5s across the board. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Derek White with his and one free throw. Rattles it in. Celtics on an 11-2 run in the last minute and a half. Mavericks will hold here. 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Marshall gets a screen, gets a couple screens. Pass. Kept in. Middleton's got to hoist it up at the end of the shot clock. Rebound, taken down by Keita. Keita gonna have to fire a deep one, and it's way over the top. Hits the top of the shot clock, but the Celtics will take a 5-point lead into the locker room. We have reached halftime. And Jayson Tatum ended the half strong with back-to-back buckets, a dunk, and a three-pointer. And the Celtics will take a 58-53 lead into the locker room. So Celtics ended the quarter strong and have an amazing 5-point lead. So the other thing that happened today was the NHL trade deadline. And we had some people making moves, but this is probably one of the least active NHL trade deadlines, as most teams were selling. It was a matter of just finding teams. The Bruins weren't really expected to do much, and they really didn't do anything breathtaking. Couple trades, mainly just to depth. They pick up like a fourth liner that they really, in case they need to break the glass, just in case, from Vancouver. And then picked up a couple guys. That was mainly a trade just to help replenish their roster in Providence. So it wasn't really an active NHL trade deadline, I'll say that. Bruins will be in action tomorrow at 12:30 on ABC as they will host the Washington Capitals. At TD Garden. If Jayson Tatum did not make his return tonight, I was going to be live streaming that game. But we have already done plenty of Bruins games. Wanted to get some Celtics on here. The other thing that's coming up is college hockey playoffs. Not the tournament, but the conference playoffs coming up. I would, less we talk about these guys, the better. Recently just lost yesterday to Merrimack. Currently are second to last in Hockey East. And don't really expect much in the playoffs from them. So season will be more than likely probably over within the next couple weeks or so. And Hockey East in general is having a down year. So it'll be interesting to see what happens come tournament time. Meanwhile, I want to check in. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. I gotta sign up to watch it. All right, let's see if I can find the stats. Shout out. I want to give a shout out as best I can to my alma mater, the Emmanuel College Saints, whose women's basketball team won the GNAC conference for the first time, I believe, since my senior year. So 2020. At least I believe so. I could be wrong on that. But they are currently playing in the NCAA tournament and are currently down 9 to Bowdoin College in the third quarter, 27-19. But shout out to them for winning the GNAC conference again. And led by, of course, head coach Andy Yosinoff, who was in his 49th season in charge. And by the way, is also on the ballot for enshrinement in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Get that man to the Hall of Fame. He's in top 10 in women's NCAA basketball in wins. Get that man to the Hall of Fame. So, very awesome thing for the Saints. And spring seasons, the lacrosse teams are underway. And softball is currently, I believe, still down south in their Florida trip. So, they will be coming up shortly. So let's see if we can check in. Men's lacrosse is currently playing Drew University. That is on Flow College. I do not care enough as it is currently 12-4 Drew. Okay, so that's not the best. Let's see, has one anybody else play today? Softball lost 14-0 to Brandeis. Okay. And lost 16-2 to University of Northwestern in Minnesota. All right. So let's take it. Men's lacrosse. They are currently 1-0 on the year after beating LaSalle 8-7 in overtime. All right, so more than likely it looks like they might be going 1-1. Women's lacrosse, who many believe are the favorite to win the GNAC this year. They are currently 1-1, lost their opener to Smith 16-7, then beat Keene on Wednesday 13-12 in overtime, and play tomorrow at Elms College. And let's check in on softball. They are currently 1-9 to start the year. All right, well, not the best. I believe they've. Yeah, I think they're still. Yeah, they're still playing. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. Yeah, we got the World Baseball Classic going on right now. U.S. is playing Brazil. And Aaron Judge just smacked a homer. I'll have to watch that once this is done, because that one's still early doors. Isn't it amazing? So Aaron Judge smacks a 2-run shot to give the U.S. the lead over Brazil. We'll move over to watch that while we're still waiting. As currently up for the U.S. is former Red Sox and current Chicago Cub. Man, can you imagine letting this guy go? Alex Bregman. So you brought him in to be your third baseman and basically ran Rafael Devers out the door, and then he leaves in free agency. Oh my God, Red Sox management is so incompetent. So they're still in the top of the first with the U.S. up 2-0. And Brayman's worked a 3-1 count as first game in Pool B for the U.S. is in Houston. Brayman's former team, the Astros, play there. We'll double check back. Let me see if the Celtics start in a sec. 3-2 pitch to Bregman, and he holds off and draws a walk. All right, perfect time. I encourage everyone to watch the World Baseball Classic. It is exciting, the most, I think, realistically, it's the most exciting version of baseball there is. I would take World Baseball Classic baseball over playoff baseball any day of the week. Speaking of which, once the Red Sox season starts, in terms of live streams for those, we will do live streams for Red Sox games. But more than likely, we'll probably stick to weekends for those. But we will be doing some, so stay tuned for that. I thoroughly enjoyed some of our Red Sox live streams last year, and hopefully we can do many more and have some more exciting ones. I wish I did. I wish I did more, because I wish I was live streaming during that Cedar Rafaela walk off. All right, we are still at halftime at the Celtics game, so we're heading back for the USA Brazil game as Cal Raleigh, I believe the MVP last year from the Seattle Mariners, is up right now. Runners on first and second, one out. I'll take a slider down from Takahashi. Yes, they are playing Brazil. It's a 2-1 pitch. Runners on first and second, one out. USA up 2-0. Changeup finds the inside corner. Again, I'm just checking in on this. For those of you just joining us, I'm just checking in on the USA playing the World Baseball Classic as we are currently at halftime. Celtics up 5. I want to make sure I don't miss when that starts. So we are currently in between. Quarters here. Kyle Schwarber on second for the U.S. 3-2 to Cal Raleigh. Chops it up the middle. And this is going to be a productive out as Raleigh will move each runners to second and third. Schwarber to third, and I don't know who's on second. And that will bring up for Team USA. God, I hope they don't come back right now for commercial break. Roman Anthony, Red Sox star player. He's batting 7th for Team USA. He'll take a ball. And we'll double check and see how that goes. But we are back and ready to start the third quarter at TD Garden. Again, Celtics up 5. And Jayson Tatum's return scored towards the end of the quarter to get 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists so far. Celtics still coming out, so I'm going back and forth. See if Roman Anthony can do something. Bregman on second, Schwarber at third. It's a 1-2 pitch to Roman. Lays off a high fastball, and we'll have to check on. We'll check him back with that. So we're just about set to start the third quarter, and we are underway. Mavericks will start with the ball. Chris Middleton will bring it up. Dallas 4 for 16 on threes in the first half. Boston 10 for 31. Cooper Flagg, elbow jumper, got it. And first points of the second half will go to the Mavericks. Switch this up to the third quarter. Jaylen Brown will pick it up. Get it back from Neemias Queta. Queta will set a screen for Jayson Tatum. Bounce pass. Queta drives. Blocked by Powell. And it's going to be a push against Derek White. So Mavericks will get the ball off that. Thank you, my dad, for letting me know. Roman grounded out the first. Well, can't win them all. All right, Mavericks ball. Chris Middleton. Holding it up. Gives up Cooper Flagg. Finds P.J. Washington Jr. on the cut. Floater somehow gets it over Jaylen Brown and Neemias Queta. Mavericks scored the first 2 points of the third quarter. Jaylen Brown, foul line jumper, short. And Cooper Flagg with the rebound. Mavericks looking to push here. Gives it up. Max Christie, three-pointer. Got it. And the Mavericks have scored the first 3 buckets of the third quarter for a 7-0 run. Jayson Tatum gets a screen from Queta. Tatum drives, floater, got it. Tatum now up to 7. To go along with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Flagg working against Tatum. Spins off him. Foul line jumper, rims out. Sam Hauser picks it up. Over to Jaylen Brown. Brown drives, backs in, cross. Hauser 3 in the air off the side of the rim. And Max Christie will bring it up. Christie. Up top, Chris Middleton working against Hauser. Gets him up in the air, gets the foul, and he'll go to the line. 9:44 left in the third. Let's get a look at Tatum taking the body and scoring. Middleton's first free throw is good. His second free throw, rims out. Tatum gets the rebound, brings it up the court. Gets a screen from Queta. Tatum, step back jumper, got it. He's starting to come into it. It's up to 9 points. You can see he's getting better and better as the game goes on. Flagg trying to answer with the 3. No, rebound Tatum. 9, 7, and 5 for JT. Nice pass. Jaylen Brown gets it to Derek White, who got crushed. I was going to say, he should be getting a foul call, and he does. Yeah, it was Chris Middleton who kind of sideswiped it. Derek White will get a free throw. Derek White quietly has had a good game. 15 points on 6 of 10 shooting, 2 of 5 from deep. Free throw, good. Celtics up 4. Cooper Flagg brings it up. Working against Hauser. Hauser trying to get around a screen that Cisse just won't give up. Now Flagg gets it back. Over to Chris Middleton. Middleton drives, floater, no. Queta trying to corral it, and he does. Gets it up for Tatum. Over for Hauser. Hauser turns the corner on Flagg. Up top for Derek White. Lobs it. Queta went for it. Couldn't get it. Tatum. Corner 3 over PJ Washington Jr. Splash! Oh, this is exactly what you wanted from the Celtics. Tatum's got 12. He's got 7 for the corner as Max Christie responds with a 3. Tatum again. Inside, trying to find Queta. And out of bounds. Get a look again. Tatum right over the top of PJ Washington Jr. That's a heck of a shot. Cooper Flagg. Bring it up. Trying to get a screen from Cisse. Drives. Floater. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound tip. Tatum comes out of the pack with it. Cross. Jaylen Brown. Gets the layup. Tried to get a foul call. Thought he was going to get a foul call, but nothing doing. Flagg working against Brown. Brown forces him into a tough contested layup. Derek White comes out of the pack with it. White in the middle. Jaylen Brown flies in for a two-handed stuff. Timeout Mavericks. With 7:23 left, and the boss loves it. By boss, for those of you that don't know who I'm talking about, that will be Bill Chisholm, who has been sitting courtside and has been very present since buying the team from Wick Grossbeck and Steve Paliuca. That's all we ask for as fans from our owners. I prefer owners who do not get involved in basketball decisions, other than saying whether you want us to spend money or not. That's it. To be present at games, and Bill Chisholm has done both of those. So far, at least. As Brazil has cut it to 2-1 in the World Baseball Classic. So this has been a fun night. So far, you're a Celtics fan, as they have now opened up their largest lead of the night at 72-64, an 8-point lead. Again, shout out to my parents for the awesome Jordan Walsh signed jersey, even though he's not playing tonight because of an illness. Go figure. Excuse me. And Jayson Tatum, even though he's starting to find a scoring streak now, he has contributed in plenty of other ways. Don't know if Jayson Tatum is going to be out. No, he is. No, he is. So stretching out his minutes a little bit in the third quarter. So you're back underway. And now we aren't, as we have a clock violation, or a clock malfunction, I should say. Oh, it was a shot clock violation. Never mind. And, yep, it is 7:19. The officials are getting together right now and just making sure they got everything correct. And Joe Mazzulla saying, "Are you sure the ball's at that spot?" But officials are going to make sure. Cooper Flagg up top picks up his dribble. Trying to find somebody. Finds Klay Thompson. Thompson. Fadeaway jumper over Hauser. Gets the friendly roll. Jeez. When you're a shooter, you're a shooter. 72-66. Jaylen Brown stops. Swings it over to Max Christie. Or Jayson Tatum. But might have traveled in the process. So it'll be Mavericks ball. Flagg. We'll bring it up here. Trying to blow by Hauser. Isn't able to do so. For Marshall. Thompson 3. Short. Rebound Keita. Derek White brings it up. Gets a screen from Keita. White. Drives in. Layup. Good. Lead back up to 8 for the Celtics. 74-66. Celtics 7 for 10 this quarter. Dallas 5 for 11. Christie gets a wide open look for 3, and he's got it. 74-69. Tatum off a Keita screen. Bounce pass. Keita gets it back for JT. Tatum, step back. 3 in the air. Back rim. No good. Hauser couldn't corral it. And Peyton Pritchard and Baylor Shireman. And Tatum will now get a rest. Started to find his rhythm in that quarter. So Shireman and Pritchard gets in as a 3-pointer is good by Klay Thompson. And suddenly the Mavericks have cut it to 2. 74-72. Klay's got 10 on the night. Pritchard gets a screen from Keita. Pritchard. Fall away jumper over Flagg. Does it go? Rebound Christie. Max will bring it up. Another 3-pointer. Rims out. Jaylen Brown has the rebound. Brown working against Marshall. Gets to Hauser. Back for JB. Backdoor pass. Hauser corrals it. Pritchard up top. Shireman drives. Floater off the glass for 2. Nice play there by Baylor. Celtics with a 10-point lead and points in the paint. And Hauser blocks CC. Jaylen Brown breaks it up. Almost had it stolen away by Flagg. It will go out of bounds, and Celtics will retain possession. Shireman got around Flagg and kept it from getting stolen by Thompson, and a nice floater finish. 76-72, the Celtics lead. Inbound to Luka Garza. Handoff for Jaylen Brown. Drives down. Try to get over for Hugo, and that one will go out of bounds. 4:34 left. Mavericks will have the ball. Celtics have 9 turnovers tonight. Mavericks have 6. Thompson, 3. Good. He can still shoot the lights out whenever he wants. Jaylen Brown around a Garza screen. Spins. Finishes. And 1. Strong play there by Jaylen Brown. Foul will go against Dwight Powell. Vucevic expected to be out a month. Oh, that's great. The guy you traded for breaks his ring finger. He's out for a month. That's awesome. Fantastic. Oh, back to the guys playing. Brandon Williams has it. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Thompson off a screen. Tries to get back from Powell. Hands it over to Williams. Actually, that's Marshall. Fadeaway jumper, no good. And Garza had it stripped away from him. Thompson, step back. Over Shireman, no good. Hugo Gonzalez with the rebound. Pritchard drives. Cutter. Jaylen Brown flies in for 2. 81-75. $20 assists for the Celtics, 17 for the Mavericks. Corner to Chrissy. Chrissy trying to work on Hugo. Loses it. Out of bounds. Celtics ball. As we get a replay here, Pritchard stops, shovels it over to Brown, and Brown flies in for a very nice layup. 81-75. Brown. Look for a screen. Will now get out of it. Double team. Garza. Extra pass. Hugo Gonzalez. 3. That's a trace. That's a Hugo trace. And an 8-0 run for the Celtics. Last minute and a half. Has their lead up to 9. 84-75. Marshall looking to answer. No, it's an offensive foul. And we will get a timeout. Celtics with a 9-point lead on the Mavericks with 2:40 left in the third. As we'll check back in on the WBC. Judge with the bases loaded. Swings and misses on a pitch. It was up in the zone, but it was belt high for him. 2-1 USA, top of the second, 1 out. Bases jammed. Judge will take a changeup inside. Judge 1-for-1 with the homer. The 1-1 to the captain. Swings, broke his back, 2nd-for-1, out over to first, double play, and Brazil gets out of it. Oh, that's a killer. Let's see, it is Friday, so see if we got any games. And Hockey East today. No Hockey East games today. We got plenty tomorrow. So for the Riverhawks, it's really simple. A win and a UNH loss, and they can vault from 10th up to 9th. Which means if BC beats Northeastern, the Riverhawks will play the Huskies. If Northeastern beats BC, because Merrimack is idle, Riverhawks will travel to Lawler. To be honest, I don't enjoy either of those prospects. Now, do I think the Riverhawks can beat both those teams if they play the way they should play? Yes. Do I think they will? That's the question. That is the question. So I would say Jayson Tatum, in his return, has done pretty well. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Most of those points came in the third quarter. He slowly grew into the game. So I think he's played very well. We're back underway. Jaylen Brown, turnaround jumper, no good. Mavericks come away with the rebound. Pass up top, extra feed. Klay Thompson back out for Marshall. Marshall, lob Cisse with a dunk. 84-77. Jaylen Brown has it. These are for Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard, up top, Luka Garza, 3-point attempt, halfway down, but in and out. Actually, that's Williams. That one got blocked by Garza. Ahead to Peyton. Pritchard gets a screen from Garza. 7 blocks on the game for the Celtics. Pritchard, up top. Now Pritchard will get it back. 3-pointer, good. In case you didn't hear me, Peyton Pritchard with a 3-pointer is good. Celtics up 10. Mavericks trying to answer. This is Williams up top. Swings it over to Thompson. Thompson, 3-pointer, got it. God, he's one of the best shooters ever. That stroke is pure. He's got 16 on the night. Pritchard up top. Trying to get a screen from Garza. So he's over for Jaylen Brown. 10 on the shot clock. Brown, deep 3. Got it. Oh, JB smoking. 90-80. Jaylen Brown, 22, 5-5 on the night. Marshall trying to get away from Hugo Gonzalez. Get some help from Shireman. Marshall loses it out of bounds. It'll stay Mavericks ball with 30 seconds left in the quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Inbound. Thompson, 3 off the rim. Jaylen Brown's got it. About a 3-second difference. Shot clock, game clock. 20 seconds left in the quarter. 15 left on the shot clock. Brown up top, working against Caleb Martin. Gets a screen from Peyton Pritchard. Now will work against Williams. Brown, drive, kick, Pritchard. Can he beat the shot clock? He does. Off the rim, tip, no good. And the Celtics will take a 10-point lead into the fourth quarter. One quarter down, or 3 quarters down, 1 to go. Celtics up 10, 90 to 80. And Jayson Tatum's return to the court. Again, I want to thank all of you joining me here on the Game Time Boys YouTube channel for our inaugural Celtics live stream here on the channel. It's been a good one. Celtics up 10, heading into the fourth. But Celtics lost Nikola Vucevic tonight with a right ring finger just break. And he's going to be out for a month after having a procedure done. Yeah, if you have not done so already, why not give us a subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on when new videos are posted. So we are currently an hour, 53 minutes into the stream. I want to thank all of you guys who have stuck around. 3 of you currently watching and the 23 viewers that have stopped by. As we have had our first Celtics live stream, and it's been a great one. And again, if you're just joining us, I was both taking a break, wasn't getting, got a little bit of a break from broadcasting, and was kind of, actually, it sounds like I kind of still have something, but not as bad as I did, but got a little bit of that winter bug going around. So I haven't been posting as much on the channel, but been posting shorts every now and again. I am broadcasting again this Sunday, 4:30, Chelmsford Forum in North Billerica. Methuen Tewksbury Red Rangers against the St. Mary's Spartans of Lynn. Girls Division I hockey semifinals. Don't know if I'll be able to post the highlights to that. I'm going to see if I can get the stream if not. And then the following week on Sunday, I don't know when, and I don't know what time, and I don't know what game. But I believe I will be broadcasting one of the state finals at TD Garden. So worst comes to worst, if I can't post the highlights for that, there will be a vlog for that. So stay tuned at the channel for that. About ready to start the fourth. Celtics up 10. Derek White will bring it up. Celtics shooting 48%, Mavericks 42%. Derek White on the wing. Gets it back from Luka Garza. White drives in on Thompson. Fall away jumper. Doesn't go. Cooper Flagg rebound. Flagg will push it. Work against Pritchard. Goes against Garza. And finishes strong. This kid is good. He's a good building block as Hauser comes off a screen, sets for three, no good. Derek White, offensive rebound. Up top for Pritchard. Pritchard drives by Flagg, scoop layup, good. Nice speed there from Payton. Celtics are plus 12 in points in the paint, 40-28. Flagg gets a screen from Cisse. Flagg tries to go around Garza. I believe it's going to be Mavericks ball. Let's get a replay here. Pritchard just goes right around Flagg. Actually, it'll be Celtics ball. Derek White up top. Pritchard fakes the three. Pass Flagg. Short little pull up. Got it. And we will get a timeout with 10:41 left. And the Celtics up 12. It's a Mavericks timeout. How many timeouts do the... It is 4-4. Actually, no, it's 4-3. So I missed a couple timeouts. So 4 timeouts left for the Celtics, 3 left for the Mavericks. Celtics shooting 35% from three-point range. Mavericks 37%. Mavericks shooting 83% from the free throw line. Celtics shooting 60%. Celtics have the advantage on both offensive and defensive rebounds. 10 offensive to the Mavericks 8. 33 defensive to the Mavericks 28. Again, this is the first live stream that we have done since the Patriots Super Bowl against the Seahawks. Unless we talk about that, the Bradder. And I don't know if I'm going to have as many broadcasting opportunities in the spring as we've had in the winter. So I think the live streams will be more and more as we move forward. And maybe I'll throw in some videos that I want to do in conjunction with that. As we are about to hit 2 hours on the live stream. I want to thank all of you for joining us here on the Game Time Voice YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mike Walsh. $10:41 left in the fourth. Celtics with a 12-point lead over the Mavericks. In Jayson Tatum's first game back, videos visiting different minor league ballparks. Interesting concept. I like it. Peyton Pritchard's come alive here in the second half. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Cooper Flagg, we're going to get Sam Hauser. Gives it over to Cisse. Across to Klay Thompson. 3-pointer, got it. Man. You forget how, with all the injuries, how good a shooter this guy is. Derek White looking to answer, does not. Clay's got 19 points on 5 for 11 3. Cooper Flagg spins, floats it up over Hauser, no good. Derek White, offensive rebound. 2-on-1 with Pritchard. Pritchard try to reverse layup, blocked by Cisse. Rebound controlled by Hauser. Cross, Derek White. Fakes, drives, kicks. Hauser, pump fake, sidestep, 3 in the air. Good. Forget, Sam is one of the best shooters in the league. 24 assists for the Celtics, Dallas 19. Steal, Tatum comes away with it. Across, Pritchard, Hauser, extra pass, corner 3. Can't get it to go. Chris Middleton has it. 97-85. Middleton trying to get around Tatum. Thompson has it up top against Pritchard. Calls for a screen. Gets it. Double team. Cisse. Flagg. Controls it. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Stripped by Derek White. Taken by Pritchard. Pritchard goes against Thompson. Gets 2. Celtics asserting themselves now. Pritchard's got 14, 6, and 5 on the night. Middleton gets a screen from Cisse. Now Flagg, scoop, Euro step, floater, got it. Pretty move there from the main native. Derek White swings it over for Cooper Flagg. Now we'll get a screen from Garza. Tatum 3, short. Pritchard trying to get there. White trying to poke it free. And Pritchard's got it. Hauser. Kind of a funky pass, but gets it to Garza. Garza flips it up, and it's going to be, I think, an offensive foul, as we're going to get a timeout. 8:12 left. Celtics up 12, 99-87. 8:12 left in the fourth quarter. It's a Celtics timeout. Each team now with 3. Checking back in the World Baseball Classic. Pitching change for Brazil. Roman Anthony up. 2-0 to the Red Sox prize young player. 2-0 pitch. Tried to find the outside corner, but just outside. 3-0 to Roman. Pitch outside. Roman draws a 4-pitch walk. I would be scared of him too. As we are currently 2 hours and about 5 minutes into the live stream. I want to thank you for joining us here late on a Friday night on the Game Time Boys YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mike Walsh, adorned in my Jordan Walsh Celtics jersey. Ironically, the only player for the Celtics not playing tonight. But what are you going to do? I'll thank the 2 viewers who are sticking with us late and the 24 viewers who have checked in throughout the night. It's been a fun live stream so far. We still got 8:12 left to get there. And we're Return for Jayson Tatum that has gotten better as the game has gone on. As the Celtics' next game on Sunday will be against the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, back out of the timeout. Be Celtics ball with 8 seconds left on the shot clock and 8:12 left on the game clock. Tatum inbounding, gets it over to Derek White. White off a Kata screen, rolls, tries a scoop, doesn't go. Mavericks with the rebound. PJ Washington Jr. brings it up. We're trying to work against Neemias Queta, doesn't go. And Tatum has it. Trying to work against PJ Washington Jr. Tatum gets around, shovels it. Neemias Queta up top. Derek White draws a crowd, pulls up, jumper, got it. Celtics have reached triple digits, 101-87. Chris Middleton now outside to Cooper Flagg, trying to work against Derek White. Jaylen Brown strips it. 2-on-1 with JT. Lob, JT. Couldn't get it. Jaylen Brown there to recover, and he gets it to go. Jayson not quite got the hops yet. Mavericks come back and a block by Queta. Derek White brings it up. Corner, Jayson Tatum, 3, splash. Might not have his hops, but his jump shot still pure. Celtics now are up 19 and rolling. So, taking a look, Jayson Tatum's numbers for the night. So Mavericks called a timeout there. They are down to 2 for the rest of the game. Jayson Tatum, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists on 6 for 15 shooting. Not bad for a first game back. He's got some help, though. 20 points from Derek White, 24 points from Jaylen Brown, 14 points from Peyton Pritchard, and 10 points from Luka Garza off the bench. Jaylen Brown tried to get it to JT on the lob, but JT not quite ready for that yet. Back here, Cooper Flagg comes off a screen. Floater over Queta, doesn't go. Queta with an offensive rebound. And Pritchard will bring it up. Pritchard gives it over to Derek White. Flash, Queta rolls, layup, doesn't go, but he gets a foul. 6:25 left. Trying to see how many minutes Tatum has played so far. Tatum up to 25. Queta's first free throw, good. Celtics up 20. Nemi's second, right down the middle. Celtics up 21. (14-2) run for the Celtics in the last 3.5 minutes. Flagg surrounded. Gets up for Marshall. Marshall drives. Floater over Tatum. Does not go. And Derek White will bring it up. Tatum, spin move nicely. Fakes. Up top for Derek White. 10 on the shot clock. Tatum gets it back. Going to work against Flagg. One-legged fadeaway and doesn't go. Up the floor. Christie tries to Euro and Keita denies him. Celtics with another numbers. Jaylen Brown. Bounce pass. Keita run the floor and one. As Nemi just devoured a shot from Christie on one end. Then Jaylen Brown rewards him for running the floor. I get Kristaps, Al, now we're good players for us, but to get younger on the front line was a great way for the Celtics to get this done. And Nemi has played very well. Keita's free throw doesn't go. Cooper Flagg drives. Try to get over Keita. Doesn't go. Tatum with the rebound. Leaves it for Derek White. White will pull it out. Gives it for Keita. Swings it over for Tatum. Keita rolls and scoops and scores. Keita coming alive here. 112-87. The route's on. Corner. Caleb Martin, 3, does not go. And Cooper Flagg with the push. And Celtics ball. And Tatum will sit for the night. Derek White, wing 3, does it go? Flagg with the rebound. Spins off of Jaylen Brown. Corner 3, Williams, good. 112-90, the Celtics lead. Up top for Jaylen Brown, gets a Keita screen. Brown drives. Try to get a scoop, doesn't go. Keita with the rebound, doesn't go. And it's going to be a foul on Cooper Flagg. Tatum gets a hug. Joe Mazzulla, his night is done. So for Jayson Tatum, on his return, 27 minutes, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. Not bad at all. I think both teams will empty the benches. Keita made his first free throw and makes the second. 114-90. 20-5 run in the last 5.5 minutes for the Celtics. Ron Harper Jr. checks in. Williams 3, got it. Brandon Williams. Gets it. Peyton Pritchard up with Kata screen. Gets it over. Ron Harper Jr. Leaves it. Baylor Shireman. Swings it. Pritchard. Lob. Kata with the jam on the alley-oop. This guy is good. 16 points and 14 rebounds for Nemi. 3 in the air for the Mavericks. Good. Letting that one go. I believe was Ryan Nimhard. Yes, it was Nimhard. Pritchard. Gets a screen from Kata. Step back. Jumper. Got it. Williams. 3. Does it go? Kata gets the rebound over to Pritchard. Come up on 3 minutes left here in the game. Celtics rolling. Kata gets it back. Pritchard gets a screen from Kata. Step back, jumper. Got it again. Peyton filling it up now. And a foul there for the Celtics. I'm sorry, I don't think I have been starting the clock. That's checking in for the Celtics, Amari Williams. 2:42 left. Nimi Kata will sit down after a heck of a game from him. This one over for Ryan Nimhart. Step back jumper, got it. Pritchard will bring it up with Hugo Gonzalez, Amari Williams, Ron Harper Jr., and Baylor Shireman. Harper Jr., corner 3, short. Rebound by Caleb Martin. Martin over for Nimhart. Nimhart trying to turn the corner. Step back. Can't get it up. And it'll be either a kickball or a deflection. Either way, it will stay with the Mavs with 2:03 left. Nimhart off a screen. Kicks it. Brandon Williams, 3. Does it go? Rebound Ron Harper Jr. Pritchard will bring it up. Hand it off to Shireman. Over for Williams. Back for Shireman. Shireman corner. Junior again. Does it go? Nimhart throws it up, and Ron Harper Jr. gets back and pokes it away. 120-98. Nimhart will get it back. Nimhart off a screen, drives, forgot the ball, gets it back. Up top, Martin, 7 on the shot clock. Working against Harper Jr. Extra feed, Williams, corner jumper, got it. Mavericks crack 100. Celtics still up 20, 120-100. Jaylen Brown with 24, the high score. Derek White also pitched in with 20. Yeah. Nimhart off the missed jumper by the Celtics. A.J. Johnson working against Baylor Shireman. Up top, Nimhart, 12 on the shot clock. Deep 3. Does it go? Rebound Baylor Shireman. Hands it off to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard might just wind this down. Yeah, he's going to wind this down and take shot clock violation. Still got 22 seconds left. See if Dallas wants to do anything with it. No, they're going to wind it down too. So, The Celtics, behind 24 points from Jaylen Brown, 20 points from Derek White, and 15 points on his return by Jayson Tatum, will take a 121-0 victory over the Dallas Mavericks. Big win tonight for the Celtics. They will improve to 42-21 on the season, and the Mavericks will drop their 6th straight. I will say goodnight. I want to thank you guys for all your support here tonight of our first NBA live stream for the Boston Celtics. It's been fun, and I appreciate it. We will do this more often as the season goes on and as the playoffs come quickly around the corner. But I will say goodnight for now. Again, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the Game Time Boys YouTube channel. Just hit 50. Trying to hit at least 75 by the end of 2026. For myself, I want to thank you guys for all your support. And say goodnight. Again, your final score, Celtics 120, Mavericks 100. This has been a presentation of Game Time Voice YouTube channel. Game Time Voice is the voice